Hey, I hope you're doing good. It's Chris here from 6-String Fingerpicking, and in this lesson we're learning how to play Suzanne by Leonard Cohen. So let's jump straight into it with the intro, which goes like this. And then you're into the verse. So it's not necessarily technically challenging to play this one, but in places you may find the timing a little bit confusing, but you'll see as we get into it. So the intro, hold down an E chord, and we're going to play the second and the sixth string together, then the fourth string, then the third, and then the fourth. Now, as you can see, I'm using my third finger on the second string, my second finger on the third string, my first finger on the fourth string, and then my thumb on the sixth string. I'm playing it like that. And then if I continue the rest of the pattern, holding this down, we'll then play the sixth string, the fourth, and then the third and the fifth together, and then the fourth, and then we'll make it a sus4 chord. We'll add our pinky onto the second fret of the third string, play that with the fifth string, and then back to the fourth string. Okay, and then we lift off that pinky again and play the third string and the fifth string together, and then back to the fourth string. So if you put that together slowly, you've got like that. So as you can see, it's a bit unorthodox in the picking hand, and as I say, I've got my third finger on the second string. Everything's kind of shifted up from what you would normally expect playing finger style. But play around, find what works for you. You don't have to use your third finger on the second string. You could use your second finger. As I say, play around and find out what really works for you. This is what works for me. So once again, the pattern really quickly: 2 and 6, 4, 3, 4, and then 6, 4, 3 and 5, 4. Then we play the second fret on the third string with the fifth string, then the fourth string, and then lift that pinky off and play strings 3 and 5, and then 4. And that's it. And that's in sixes: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we repeat that twice more after that, so 3 times in total: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then on the fourth bar, it switches to 4/4 time, and what we do here is we play strings 2 and 6, and then 4, 3, 4, and then 6, 4, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you put all of that together and you get . And then 4, 4. And then that leads straight into the verse. So then you're into the verse, and we remain on an E chord for a few more bars. And there's a slight variation of the pattern here that runs pretty much throughout the whole song. So we'll practice it on the E, and then we just shift it through to other chords. So hold down this E chord, and we play the second and the sixth string together, and then 4, 3, 4. So, and then 6, 4, 3, 4. So that's the first half of it. Then we make it that sus chord again really quickly, so we just add our pinky onto that second fret of the third string, play that with the sixth string, and then 4, fourth string, lift off that pinky, play the third string, and then the fourth, so that is. And then you're almost there, you just got to play 6, 4, 3, 4. So really slowly the pattern. To speed. So that pattern runs, as I say, right the way through the whole song pretty much, so make sure you really get it down just on this E chord. So from the beginning of the verse, you do that pattern twice on the E. And then you get goes up to F sharp minor, and the great thing is the pattern, so in your picking hand, is exactly the same. You're just doing it on a new chord. So I'm playing my F sharp minor by barring all 6 strings, but then instead of playing it like this, I'm lifting off my little finger and taking my 3rd finger and putting that onto the 4th fret of the 4th string. We're not going to be playing the 5th string, so we don't have to worry about that, and then my little finger can make it the sus. So hold that shape down, exactly the same in the picking hand. Again, as I say, we make it kind of adding in that sus there, so we add our pinky to the 4th fret of the 3rd string, and then we lift it off again. Just exactly the same as you do here, you just do it here. Okay, so that makes life a little bit easier. So we've done 2 bars on the E, then we do 2 bars on the F sharp minor, and then we go back and we do 2 bars. I say 2 bars, I don't mean 2 bars, what I mean is twice through this finger picking pattern that we've done. So yeah, we've done it twice on the E chord, twice on the F chord, and then twice again on the E chord. And then what happens, instead of going back to the F sharp minor, we go up 2 frets to G sharp minor. Okay, and we just do it once on that. So 2 things that are hard about this song is getting the timing right, because those 6/4 can catch you out sometimes, and also remembering the structure, because the chord progression is quite long. It's just one verse that's repeated 3 times. That's the structure of the song, but it is difficult to really learn the chord progression, so make sure you study that as well. So just to recap, from the beginning of the verse, E twice, then the same thing but on the F sharp minor. Back to the E, twice on the E. And then we do it once on the G sharp minor. And then it goes to A, which is the last chord to complete the chord progression. The last chord in the chord progression, I should say. And we get this, which is really, really lovely and very nice to play. So we hold down an A chord and play the 1st and the 5th string together, then the 3rd, then the 2nd, then the 3rd, then the 5th, 3rd, 2nd, 3rd. So then we make it a sus4, so we add in the 3rd fret on the 2nd string, play that with the 5th, and then to the 3rd string, then we lift off that sus to a regular A chord, play the 2nd string, then the 3rd, and then open 2nd with the 5th string, making it a sus2 chord this time. Then we play the 3rd string, and then back to a regular A, play the 2nd string, 2nd fret, and then back to the 3rd string. So slowly you've got from the G sharp minor, and then da 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 da. Okay, and then you're not done with the chord progression yet. That's just all the chords. You go back to E and you do the pattern once on the E, and then once on the F sharp minor. Once on the E, and then once on the F sharp minor, and then we go back to E, and it gets a bit funny here. So what you do, 2nd and the 6th string, and then 4, 3, 4, 6, 4, 3, 4. So it's 1 bar 4, 4, and then you have a bar of 6/4 where it goes like this. bar of 4/4. And this is probably going to leave you scratching your head. You're going to have to play around with it a bit because it is a bit hard. So let me play just this E for you here. So you've got all of that, okay? So as I said, we've done the first bar. Then we make it a sus, so we add our pinky, we play that third string with the sixth, and then the fourth, then we lift our pinky off and play the third string, first fret, back to the fourth. So, and then we play 6, 4, 3, 4, and then 6, 4, 3, 4. So if we put that bar of 6, 4 with the first bar of E, we've got. We're still not done, there's still one more bar of 4, 4. Then we make it sus again, add our pinky, third fret, play that with the sixth string, and then fourth string, lift off the pinky, play the third string, then the fourth, and then 2 and 6, 4, 3, 4. So it's a bit tricky, a bit confusing, not hard to play, just a bit hard to remember and to get the timing right. So here's that E from the start. So take your time with that, do it as many times as you need to. Then it goes to the G sharp minor. Exactly the same as before. A. Exactly the same as the first time we played the A. And then back to E, just a regular pattern on that. Just once through, and then once on the F sharp minor. Then we go back and we do exactly the same as you did on the intro on the E chord. So it goes to that 6/4 time. As I say, exactly the same on the intro, but we don't do 3 bars of it, we do just 2 bars of it, and then 1 bar of 4/4, which is the second of the 6, 4, 3, 4, 6, 4, 3, 4. Okay, so really very confusing to remember the structure of it. After that, it goes back to the beginning of the song. You go right the way through, and then just to make things a little bit complicated, when you get to that E chord again, where you had the bar of the just before the second time, going back to that G sharp minor chord, the second time through, or the second verse, is exactly the same. Other than that, if you listen to the song, if you want to be really exact about it and meticulous and get it just right, he plays it slightly differently this time. He does just the 6/4 bar, 2 bars of that, and then 1 bar of 4/4. So again, exactly the same as the intro, and then that leads you into your G sharp minor. Really hard to get your head round, so as always, the best thing that you can do is listen to the song, count the bars, and just kind of figure out the chord progression slowly. But if in doubt, just do it exactly the same way in every single verse. Remember, the structure is just this chord progression right the way through 3 times, and at the very end you're just holding down that E, doing the 6/4 thing, and then you just hang on to that E sus4 for 2. So the very last bar, make it a sus4, and you're done. Let's have one more run through. So the intro. 4/4, and then the verse. F sharp minor. Back to the E for 2. sharp minor for 1, A, back to E for 1, F sharp minor for 1, back to E for 1, F sharp minor for 1, E for the weird bit, 6/4, 4/4, G sharp minor, that's the hard bit, A, E for 1, F sharp minor for 1, and then 6/4 like the intro, 4/4, and then you're back. And you go through that all again 3 times, and remember the second time through you do the tricky 6/4 part before going to G sharp minor like you did in the intro. So I really hope that's come across okay and it all makes sense. Take your time. I really hope that you've enjoyed. Remember, if you want to get the tab for this, that's available down below this video, and the full lesson is available on my website. So if you want to check that out, feel free to down in the description. I'll see you again really soon for another great fingerstyle guitar lesson. Take great care of yourself. Thanks a lot.